Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Bitcoin is a pumping yet again. We're back above $65,000. Let's freaking go. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, as well as Mt. Gox shifts $9 billion in BTC as the market braces for impact. We'll also be discussing institutions are more bullish on Ether than the retail ahead of the Ether ETF launch, which could be days away. We'll also be discussing Craig Wright, aka Fake Toshi, perjury charges he is now facing over his false Bitcoin creator claims. About time, eh? And also going to be speaking about Donald Trump picking crypto-friendly JD Vance as his running mate. That's right. The Ohio senator reported holding up to $250,000 worth of Bitcoin in 2022 and has supported specific pro-crypto legislation. Also, resurfaced clip shows Trump's VP pick slamming Gensler's approach to crypto. You're going to love that. And also, we're going to be sharing the latest prediction from Samson Mao, who shares that Bitcoin is going to $1 million. I am not uncertain. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. What it do, crypto fam? We are up pumping. It's a beautiful thing. Welcome everyone to the pod, live and in the flesh. We're streaming on 3 platforms today: on X, on the Tube, and on Rumble. If you guys can repost this, as always, greatly appreciated. Shout out to everyone in that live chat. Devon, what's up? JC Ice Eyes, baby. Chandy, One House Productions, Knox Bill, McFoofinator, and the rest of the fam. Let's get it.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JD.
Welcome to the entire crypto fam. We're back above 65 G's. We're still pumping in the green. We've been pumping since the weekend, since like Friday. It's already Tuesday. Let's keep the pump moving. Hopefully we can recapture price discovery here sooner than later. I do have a live poll up right now in the chat. Let me know when you feel Bitcoin will return to price discovery, which means hitting a new all-time high. The current all-time high is 73.8, which we tapped mid-March. Holla at your boy and let me know. Shout out Julian. Pleasure to see you. Massive shout out to Chandy, Chandy 10 Music. She achieved 100,000 plus views on her first single. Bitcoin helped me. So massive congratulations. I told her I believe that record is going to hit 1 million spins. So that means she's already gone gold, which is phenomenal. My prediction is she smashes 100,000 subs this month of July, and she's going to get that sexy plaque from the Tube, the gold plaque that is. So show her some love. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. And we're also later on in the stream, we'll be premiering the updated version of Bitcoin Strawberry Moon with the updated video edits, as well as all that good stuff, including subtitles on the video. So I'm anxious to share that later. Shout out to the Oompa Loompas, Jijax, what it do? DJ Wednesday in the building. Hey JV, I'm at work again, watching the best show on the Tube. Love you, brother. Right back at you, man. Appreciate you. Been pumping since the Trump got back up. That was the turning point. You're right. Bitcoin has been pumping since they try to take out Trump.
Bitcoin, 60 G's, 60 G's.
Buying opportunity for 5th level sexy G's. What do you think, JV? Oh, by the biddy, who cares about a roaring kitty? Boring kitty, not me. I'm for the bitty. I'm for the Nippinator. I'm for Nipsey.
Shout out to the Nippinator, chilling like a villain, and everyone who reposts the stream live right now on X with a quote. I'll repost it, and I can do that throughout the stream. Let's see if we can get a couple of thousand people on the live over on X, just as we have been doing. Appreciate that. JC just reposted another one of your tweets. Thank you, family. So yeah, greatly appreciate it. Devon, appreciate the comments as well, and the retweets and all that fun stuff. So thank you, family. 60 G's is so yesterday. 70 G's incoming. Let's go.
Not for the weirdo, cat, kitty, cat, a kitty cat. I'm for stacking the sats. Stack the sats. Ain't no thing, baby. It's a chance to stack those sats. Chance to
Stack them biddies. Who's stacking them biddies? Let me know. Shout out Greg. Good to see you, brother. Welcome. Hey, JB. What up, G? What up, LT? What's poppin'? James LC in the building. Look how fast Bitcoin's climbing. 65.2. Done deal. 68 incoming. Let's see by the end of the stream. Anything is possible. And guess what? We may have a pump watch this evening. I feel in the mood. I'm tempted. I think we're going to do one this evening. So as long as we keep pumping, expect a pump watch this evening. Our very first pump watch on X. We'll stream it everywhere. We'll put it up on the Tube. We'll put it up on the Rumble. And we'll put it up on the X. I guarantee you it'll be the best pump watch you have ever seen. Let's make it happen. Captain, stacking in West Virginia. Thank you, Hillbilly Will. Appreciate you. Let me know where you're tuned in from, as this is live and interactive. I'm broadcasting live and in the flesh from Puerto Rico.
Baby, you never heard about me with another coin.
Preach.
Don't
Bitcoin. Got my mind on my Bitcoin.
Oh, snap. Serge said pump party on the post. Appreciate that, man. Thank you all for all the support. Much love.
And my Bitcoin on my mind. 60 G's, a buying opportunity.
Take advantage of it, family. Before you know it, we'll be back in the 70 range, and we'll say goodbye to 60s once and for all. Sayonara. Try tomorrow. Nice to know ya. You feel me?
Bitcoin. But I don't sweat it because it's just the Fed.
Did y'all see frickin' the Trump shooter was in a BlackRock commercial? Did you guys see that? Is BlackRock just behind all the evil on the planet? Like, you guys see that? That's pretty wild. I saw the commercial, and the actual shooter was featured in the BlackRock advertisement. Things that make you go,
To let it get me involved in that sell on the dip crowd, sell on the dip crowd, dip sell, dope sell, nope sell, no Bitcoin sell. I'm no sellout.
preach. Hats down to Mr. Trump, says Jijex. I am sort of really happy with the cheap sats. Woo! Pump watch. JV at night voice since his daughter is there. Bingo was his name. Oh, you feel me? But anyways, fam, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes and be sure to subscribe. Then hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications. That way you get notified each and every day when I go live. Today is pod episode number 1702. I'm your host, JV. It's July 16th, 2024. Market still pumping, already up over $1,800 on the day. We surpassed 65 G's, baby. We're more than halfway there towards 70 for a recapture. When are we going to hit the all-time high and re-enter price discovery? Let me know, as there's a poll up in the live chat, and towards the end of the stream we'll end the poll and read the results. But let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. As you can see here on Coin 360, Bitcoin's up pumping, Ether's up pumping, XRP is one of the top gainers, up 9%, now trading at 58.5 cents, but the majority of the market all pumping and in the green, which is a beautiful thing. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, we're sitting at 53.8% Bitcoin dominance, 2.4 million cryptos, and 2.38 trillion as far as the crypto market cap, with the Bitcoin market cap fast approaching 1.3 trillion. It's 1.286 to be exact. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we got WorldCoin up 24%, Core up 20%, and the infamous Pepe up 16.5%. Below that, Bonk and Whiff. Which alts, if any, are you most bullish on for the bull? Holla. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective. Let's start on the daily. You can see virtually everything in the green, which is a beautiful sign, and many of these coins up 10, 20 plus %. But zooming out on the monthly, y'all must have forgot, still many of these alts in Wreck City land, but some are recovering. So we'll see how this plays out for the rest of the month of July. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're back. We bounced. We're currently at a 65 in greed. We did hit like extreme fear for like a day or two, and lo and behold, we had the pump. That's why I love this indicator. The lower this number goes in extreme fear, the more likely of a pump. The higher this goes in extreme greed, the more likely of a dump. So there you go. Crypto, yo. Gotta love it. Bring facts. What it do? Fake Fuhrer. Fake fur. Laser cat. Laser. Thunder. Thunder cats. Ho! Remember Lionel? Ho! I am glad here. Saw the BlackRock commercial with your eyes, JB. I don't trust rumors. We need to see the facts. Yeah, I watched the actual commercial. Shout out Jason Buck, just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. So congratulations, DNA Noonan, Chris Klein, WCBJJ77, Eric Castro, NK. You've all been hooked up with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel. The membership is going to get you your name green, and you're going to have a badge next to your name as well. And every month that badge is going to change colors. It shows your loyalty to the show, and you're going to get shout outs, of course, whenever you comment here. So we appreciate that. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's a crypto asset called Bitcoin, right?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Tell them. Facts are facts, yo. It's going up forever, Melda. JBZ in the building. Mr. Surge, what's a poppin'? I am permanently banned from the Faces book. About time. What took you so long? Welcome. Thank you, Jason Buck. Shout out Diana. Welcome to all the new members. We appreciate your family. Let's keep the pump moving. Shout out BitStick. What they do? What's popping? What's good in the hood? Good to see the fam-a-lam. Lots happening in the markets. Yes, JD Vance is going to be against the McFoofinator. Whoa, 10 more memberships just gifted. Massive shout out to Grant Noakes. He just hooked it up times 10. So congratulations, Diana Jones, Zondolf, Grant, Jerry Reynolds, Mark Anthony, Pito de Bureau, Rain Nola, The Everlasting Bliss, shout out Muhammad, DDM, and Virtual Gold LLC. You've all been hooked up with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel here on behalf of Grant Noakes. So thank you, Grant, for hooking it up, broski. We appreciate all the gifted memberships, the gift that keeps on giving. So it pays to be in the YouTube stream. So if you're watching on Rumble, it's great. You're watching on X, fantastic. But if you want to be in the stream, you got to be in it to win it. We gift memberships virtually every day. There's memberships being gifted, so keep that in mind, family. The direct YouTube link is cryptonewsalerts.net. And thanks again, Grant. That's very mighty kind of you, brother. Been banned since 2020 for sharing the Hunter laptop content. Yeah, once they started shadow banning me during the Novid era, I lost all respect, for Facebook. I haven't used it really actively since. What up, Michael? Cheers, brother. Good to see you. Massive thank you to Grant Oaks. We appreciate it. And congrats all the new members, such as Diana. It's a beautiful thing. I appreciate you supporting the channel, the stream, and all that good stuff. But without further ado, we got a lot to cover. Let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis. We'll also pull up some of the live charts. Why not? Let's discuss it. So yeah, Bitcoin bears have been trapped, but can Bitcoin price surpass 70,000 by the end of this month? What are your thoughts surrounding that, family? Let me know. The Bitcoin price confirmed the trend reversal after June's month-long downtrend. Could Bitcoin recover above the 70,000 psychological mark until the end of the summer? Let me know your thoughts. The Bitcoin price recovered from its over 1 month downtrend, according to TA from popular trader Mustache, quoting him here. Bitcoin is back above one of the most important bull market lines, which is the blue line here in the chart. In the previous cycles, it never fell below until the cycle top. This is a strong sign that the bull market far from over. Amen to that. We're just getting started, broski. And another bullish technical signal for the price action, the selling pressure from long-term Bitcoin hodlers has stopped, according to analyst Axel Adler, quoting him here. At the 61.6 level, the selling pressure from the long-term hodlers, which lasted 7 months, ceased. And after the 11% increase during the week, Bitcoin price is back above the 200-day exponential moving average. Make some noise for that, which is considered the key trend line to maintain above during the bull markets. The 200-day EMA is a long-term indicator used by many analysts to measure the health of an asset's price based on the average closing price of the past 200 days. So will 70,000 be reclaimed next? What are your thoughts? Now, not only did Bitcoin get a nod from BlackRock CEO Larry Fink yesterday, we discussed that, but based on the technical chart patterns, it could reclaim 70,000 by the end of August if the current uptrend continues. In fact, we can achieve that by the end of July. Easy. We're less than 5,000 away. Now, the bulls first need to decisively reclaim the 60 mark, according to Captain Fabic. Quoting him here. Bitcoin bulls are again trying to clear the crucial resistance level at 60 Gs. Once the breakout is done, the next stop will be 70 G's. 70 G's, let's send it. Now, in a more bullish scenario, Bitcoin could be setting up for a rally to 85,000 by the end of September. Sounds good to me. According to Crypto Wealth, quoting him here, as Bitcoin proceeds into the fifth wave, where my fifth level Bitcoin G's at. The first main target I'll be looking at is the 85,000 region before the final target around the 100,000 plus area. 6 figs. Let's get it. And there are other, predictions, of course, including a $330,000 target, but we can get as bullish as we want. And trust me, as we continue throughout the show, we'll get more and more bullish. That's what we do here. Welcome to the most bullish Bitcoin channel in existence and who has been consistently the most bullish throughout the entire bear market. Facts. Now check this out. Let's look at some of the live charts live and in the flesh for you guys. So this is brought to you by TradingView via Coinbase. This is the 1 month chart looking uber bullish like a mofo right now. You see we had 7 green consecutive candles followed by itty bitty red, itty bitty green, itty bitty red. And let's see how we end this month of July. And now let's zoom in for different looks, different perspectives. Here's the 1 week. Again, this is live and in the flesh. Live. TA. Bullish flag, breakout formation, big time, baby. Sitting at roughly 92, 93,000 range. We also have a cup and handle bullish target all the way at 126,000 on the weekly chart. So bullish chart, bullish as all heck. Weekly chart, bullish as a mofo, but you already know. And let's zoom in a little more, family, because y'all must have forgot. Let's check out the 1 day. Look at that. Looky here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about to have the 5th green bullish daily candle. As you can clearly see, we've been on a tear, recovering back above the 200-day exponential moving average. You got to love it, because that was really the line in the sand. Let's check out the 4 hours, family. This is the 4-hour chart, also looking uber bullish. 1, 2, 3 green candles, 2 pretty respective ones, followed by the drop from the the red candle you see there. And let's just zoom in to the 1 hour for a more zoomed in perspective. A lot of action here, they're all looking bullish. We have a rising wedge formation here as well, and we do have a top target. Let me see if I could move that. Hard to see the exact figure on that, but above 65. So bullishness in the markets. You got to love and respect the pump. So there you have it. Crypto fam, where do you feel the Bitcoin price will likely take us for the month of July? Do you think realistically we can reclaim all-time high or get back to the 70,000 range? Don't be a stranger. Let me know. Welcome, Michael. Melda in the building. Hillbilly Will throwing up at the thought of XRP, I see. Mr. Bone Daddy says, I'm never selling. Never. Take that, Janet Yellen. Binance. Rising wedge is bearish. Says Jay Beasy, 225,000 end of the year, 500 to 750 cycle peak. Let's freaking go. JC always speaking my language. Respect. Yes, my people. Been away for a week. Welcome back, Matt. Camping, largely out of the signal, managed to BTFD at 59. And it's great to be back with the crypto fam. Right back at you, broski. Appreciate you. Welcome back from the camping trip. Let's freaking go. Congrats on stacking them sats. Smart man. But yeah, let's keep it moving because we got a lot of news to share. We did the latest, TA. Now let's discuss this Mt. Gox sell-off, headline reads, Mt. Gox shifts $9 billion in BTC as the market braces for impact. That's right. In 3 hours on July 16th, Mt. Gox moved 140,000 biddies worth $9 billion to a known cold wallet and 2 unknown addresses. According to Arkham Intelligence, Mt. Gox still holds almost 139,000 Bitcoin in the main wallet, worth around $8.7 billion, and begun mobilizing funds held for the first time in 2 weeks. The 2 transactions saw almost 96,000 biddies worth over $6 billion shifted to unknown wallets, while the initial 44,500 biddies was sent to a known Mt. Gox cold wallet. The combined volume of Mt. Gox's Bitcoin transactions on July 16th amounted to almost 190,000 BTC, accounting for over $12 billion in value moved in 3 hours. The unknown address ending in, who cares, received 42,500 Bitcoin worth $2.69 billion, while the remaining 4,600 Bitcoin worth $294 million was transferred to the Mt. Gox cold wallet. a different one. One of the addresses has not yet transferred the 42,500 Bitcoin, but the resulting fear in the market has caused its value to fall as market sentiment towards Bitcoin shifts. Shortly after, a further 48,600 biddies was sent to another unknown address, shifting another $3 billion in holdings out of the main Mt. Gox wallet. Now, the Bitcoin price, as you know, is pumping. We're back above 65,000. We ain't seen a price action like this in quite some time. I guess the bottom is in. We bottomed out at 53.5 a few days back, maybe a week ago. So anyways, market sentiment turned bearish as the Bitcoin price began to fall hours before the first Mt. Gox transaction that was on the 16th, but only to continue falling as further outflows hit unknown wallets. Now let's discuss the repayment repercussions and how it could impact the market. Mt. Gox announced July 5th it would begin repaying its Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash debts and creditors, stating the repayments would be made to rehabilitation creditors via designated crypto exchanges. The announcement cited the rehabilitation debtor as Mt. Gox and the rehabilitation trustee as Nobuaki Kobayashi, attorney at law. The repayment statement indicated that the remaining rehabilitation creditors would receive funds promptly following the completion of prerequisite conditions. And as the main Mt. Gox wallet carried over $9 billion in Bitcoin outflows for July 16th, the promise of prompt repayments could come to fruition before August. And I want to actually read you this tweet from Samson Mao. Only about 20% of distributed Mt. Gox Bitcoin will hit the market. About 80% will just move to cold storage or be borrowed against. However, 100% of distributed Bitcoin Cash will hit the market. So there you go, crypto fam. So he's ultimately saying, don't worry, these Mt. Gox people are smart money. They obviously are ahead of the curve. They're early adopters because Mt. Gox went defunct back in 2014. So safe to say, 80% hodlers, I dig that. So I wouldn't be so panicked. However, Bitcoin cashers, I'd be extremely panicked because the market cap is insignificant in comparison to Bitcoin. So it doesn't take much dumpage to impact and crash the price. So keep that in mind, Roger Ver fans. Just saying. Let's get it. Samson meow, says JBZ. Pure FUD. Don't be afraid of the Mt. Gox. Why? They are old school hardcore Bitcoin hodlers. Facts. Agreed. Precisely my sentiment. Glad you brought that up. Greg. I bought some ARK bead today in my 401k. Any truth to getting Kathy Wood's bathwater? For every 100,000 invested, you're going to have to take that up with ARK Invest and see what kind of contribution program they have, like a rewards program, a bottle of Kathy Wood's bathwater for the broskies. But anyways, this is a new drink I found at Costco, and it's my new favorite. I love me some ginger shots. I haven't been able to find the ginger shots in forever, but now I got the Ginger Love lemonade. It's purified water, lemon, ginger, and pineapple. It's Bobby approved. It's delicious, and it has a nice ginger kick. So if you are addicted to ginger, how I am, salute to the biddy. Let's get it. Nipsey's dreaming about the Bitcoin. Yes, because it's the only non-GMO corn that exists on the planet. And of course, Nipsey's dreaming about it. I mean, that's obvious. I'm JV's twin, says Michael. I'm 41, have a daughter, and love 90s hip hop and Bitcoin. Shout out to my twin. Holy moly. You got to dig that. Now, are you an Aquarius? Because my twin would have to be an Aquarius. Let me know. Bobby Digital approved it. Shout out Bobby Digi. Yeah, you know who is he. Got Bitcoin stuck to his like a Victoria's Secret wedgie. But anyways, happy 420. We have 420 people on the stream between X and YouTube right now. Shout out to the Rumble fam as well. We're going to keep it moving because there's a lot to share. So keep the comments flowing. We appreciate it. Let's discuss the latest with the Ethereum ETF, which could see the approval any day now. Institutions are more bullish on Ether than retail ahead of the ETH ETF launch. That's right. Institutional investor confidence in Ether price is stronger than the retail investors, according to Eugene Chong, the head of institutions over at Bybit, quoting him here. Our recent report shows that institutional investors are bullish on ETH more so than retail investors. Institutional investors doubted their Ether exposure shortly after the ETF was announced from 6.5% to 14%, according to the report referenced by the analysts. And during the same time, retail investors' allocation rose to 9.5% from 7.5%, showing a cautiously optimistic sentiment towards the Ether price action. Institutional investors can now significantly contribute to an asset's price appreciation due to the high amount of capital they hold, which is why institutional crypto interest is considered a bullish sign for the tokens. Now, Ether's price could see twofold increase during the current bull cycle, meaning that ETH could be trading at over 6,800 by the end of 2025. I'd say that's extremely conservative because I'm anticipating multiple six-figure Bitcoin. We got to be anticipating at least a $10,000 to $20,000 ETH, but that's just my two Satoshis. Let me know your thoughts, fam. Thanks to the newfound interest in the Ether ETFs, the Ether price can double, according to Bybit's analysts here. I have seen traders increasing their exposure to Ether recently. The anticipation of ETH approval has also driven interest in assets within the broader Ethereum ecosystem. I am optimistic about ETH's long-term price, expecting it to double within the next 18 months, given potential investors an excellent risk-reward ratio. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Ether price is up 11% on the weekly chart, trading now above 3,400. The world's second largest crypto reversed its monthly long downtrend on July 8th, according to the Binance data. Binance data. Get it right. However, Ether could need another $412 billion worth of investment to double its current market cap and reach the 6,800 mark. Ether is currently 30% down from the all-time high, which was above 4,800, which was reached all the way back November of 2021. Around the time Bitcoin hit its previous cycle all-time high of 69,000, I believe it was November 10th, 2021. Now, Ether may outperform Bitcoin in the long term, according to some, such as Eric Balchunas, senior ETF analyst over at Bloomberg, quoting him here. Ether is less understood than Bitcoin and is a younger asset, so it's largely unknown how flows will stack up. In the short term, I would expect something like 30% of the Bitcoin flows. Yet in the long term, the Ether ETF launch could provide more regulatory certainty around Ether, which could make it outperform the Bitcoin price in the future, according to Chuang, who shared here. As people become more educated and the regulatory situation improves, I expect Ether to one day outperform BTC because of its rich and varied use cases, especially if the ETFs can incorporate Ether's native yield. Now, during the past year, the Bitcoin price rose 111%, while Ether price increased 77%. According to Binance, so Bitcoin has been outpacing Ether. Will it continue? Let me know your thoughts. And also, let me know if you're bullish on the Ethereum spot ETF, which can be getting the green light any day. It could be this week. That's the word on the street. Let me know your thoughts. Welcome, everybody, joining the stream. Johnny Bravo. I think Bitcoin will outperform Ethereum long term. Everything goes to zero against Bitcoin. It's all going to zero. All of it. You're pretty much right. Looks like she has not posted. Devon, if you are listening, I love you. She usually posts daily and tells us when she is going on vacation. Shout out, Devon. You're right. Where's the fam? I'm going to check the Twitter again. And again, if any of you guys can repost this, greatly appreciated. This is how simple it is. You open up my X account. It's Crypto News Yes is my handle, just FYI. You're going to notice the live stream. Just go to the live stream and repost it. Hit the heart, hit the retweet, bada boom, bada bing, just as I did. And if you can write a custom quote real quick, like tune in, best Bitcoin pod, must watch, whatever you want to say, I can repost it. And I can do that right now. So please, we can help each other blow this stream up. Let's get as many people on this as possible. This evening, I'm planning on doing a pump watch. We haven't done a pump watch since mid-March when we hit the all-time high. No, I take that back. We also did a Bitcoin halving party, but it wasn't exactly a pump watch. The pump watch, the last one, I guess, was all the way back mid-March. So it's going to be pretty lit, family. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the retweets and all that good stuff. Thank you, Chandy. I appreciate the kind words. JV is live with the best Bitcoin pod you will find. Join the CNA fan in the live chat. Just repost that. Thank you so much. And again, anyone else can repost with a quote. We'll repost your posts. We'll help each other out there. We appreciate that, family. But anyways, let's just keep it moving. There's a lot of news to share and a lot of bullishness, clearly. 65 G's is here. Thank you, LT. Just reposted it. Let me find that repost really quick. Thank you for that. Shout out JC. I see another repost. Just reposted that one. Love your show. Thank you, Edward. Appreciate that, brother. I just followed you back. Also, if you repost my content and I'm not following you and you're following me, I'll make sure to follow you as well. Thank you, family. We appreciate that. Appreciate the repost. Let's freaking go. Get your butts here. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate that. Come watch the show. Are you not entertained? And I'll check the X again throughout the stream, and we'll get as many people on here as we can. I'm anxious to see how many people we can get on the pump watch. I have this feeling it's going to be like 10,000 people, because what else is everyone going to be doing tonight? Watching the pump watch, period. BTFD 43,150 was close to the low, probably well under the 58 I said. Hit those likes. Thank you, Data. It does help out tremendously with the algo. Pump watch says Devon. She's ready. There's Devon. Let's go. Hey, ladies, JV's pump watch. You got that sexy night JV voice. Guaranteed. I can't be speaking like this. The room right next door is my daughter's. She'll be sleeping. I got to you know what I mean? So you're going to get radio voice, JV. It's going to be pretty lit. Unmatrixed. What's up, brother? JBZ, Nacho Keys. Nacho cheese. Hey, ladies. Ladies, rub your... If you love Big Papa, we got to put a remix on that. Ladies, rub your bitties. If you love Big Papa. Maybe something like that. If not more, JV, I'll keep it on even when I am asleep. Thank you. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how high we climb within the X algorithm, because I already know YouTube. Like, we're going to have a good stream. It's going to be killer, and we'll do good. But X, I'm anticipating fireworks. Just because the longer you stream, the more people keep piling on X. And I can't say the same thing on YouTube. Tis what it is. So if we do like a 12-hour pump watch overnight, which I'm planning on doing, I already downloaded all of Chandy's music, put it all in a single track. So during the pump watch, we could be listening nonstop to Chandy's music whenever I'm finished with entertaining you guys, and we'll play it all night. It's going to be pretty lit, and hopefully we get 10, 20,000 people on the stream. Let's see. Let's go. There can only be one, and there is no second best. For real, dragons. Shout out my 2024 dragons. It's Year of the Dragon. Is there a better alternative? Asked Laura. There is no second best. There's a crypto asset called Bitcoin, right? That's about it. But anyways, fam, next story of the day, let's dive right in and discuss the latest with Fake Toshi, aka Craig Wright, facing perjury charges for a false Bitcoin creator claim. Yeah, screw this guy. He caused a lot of harm to a lot of the Bitcoin community, a lot of harm to the Bitcoin developers, and he officially is going to be facing these perjury charges. So let's break it down. It's about time. The renowned Australian computer scientist Fake Toshi, aka Craig Wright, has long claimed to be the mastermind behind Bitcoin and has been referred to British prosecutors for alleged perjury. That's right. The London High Court judge found on July 16th that Wright lied extensively, I'm not surprised, to support his false claim of being Satoshi, the synonymous author of the 2008 Bitcoin white paper. There's only one Satoshi, and it's sure as hell not Craig Wright. Now, in a March ruling, Judge James Mellor determined that the evidence overwhelmingly disproved Wright's claim after the COPA initiated a trial to prevent Wright from suing Bitcoin developers. And according to Reuters, Judge Mellor's written ruling, July 16th, indicated Craig Wright's conduct warranted referral to Britain's Crown Prosecution Service to consider perjury charges. Just jump on it. The judge explained the perjury charges should be considered due to Wright's false testimony during the COPA-initiated trial. That's right, he perjured himself. Judge Mellor emphasized that prosecution, an arrest warrant, or extradition could be pursued due to the seriousness of Wright's actions and false claims. And according to the legal document filed July 5th, the High Court of the UK issued Wright with a world freezing order. The order resulted in Wright's assets being frozen in efforts to aid podcast host and entrepreneur Peter McCormick, who was sued by Wright for libel in 2019. The freezing of Wright's assets allowed McCormick to recoup around $1.9 million in legal fees incurred in the case. It's insane how much legal fees cost to defend yourself in court, family. And it's, so kudos for McCormick getting these funds back due to, the negligence and perjury of Craig Wright. And on May 23rd, Judge Mellor issued a detailed ruling in the COPA-initiated case, dismantling Wright's mountain of fabricated evidence and assertions regarding his true identity. In the case, COPA alleged that Wright engaged in an elaborate scheme of forgery and deceit when fabricating evidence to support his now proven falsified identity claims. COPA's legal team presented a range of evidence and expert testimony exposing Wright's false evidence and the inconsistencies in false proof of his identity. So there you have it, crypto fam. What are your thoughts on the fake Toshi? Hopefully he has some severe consequences and perjury charges as a result of lying and screwing with so many Bitcoin developers and so many Bitcoiners and the entire Bitcoin community as a whole, if you feel what I'm saying. Wright is sipping the wood water at the Copacabana. Precisely, Data. How did you know that? Craig wrong. Karma, pretty much. Let him pay tax on the non-realized gains. Amen. You want to be Satoshi? Okay. That's the route you want to go. Pay up, sucker. Tell him, Bitstick. Pay up.
I've got another.
Having for you 65 G's. I'm going to check X again. Again, if anyone reposts today's stream, I'm going to repost whatever quote you share. Fun, interactive Bitcoin pod. Thank you, Dirty. I appreciate you, brother. I'm going to go ahead and repost that right now. And I'm following you as well there, Dirty. Thanks for always keeping it dirty. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. And anyone else? Thank you, DLC. I see the tweet. Well, you just shared one of our songs, and I greatly appreciate that. The El Salvador track, so I'm definitely reposting that. Thank you, family. And again, any repost on today's stream will get reposted. Let's see if we can get at least 1,000 or 2,000 people on the stream by the end of today's stream. We're still going to be streaming for at least another hour and a half, so we're just getting started. Our next two stories are going to be diving into the latest with Trump and the new running mate, Vance. So this is going to be fun. Max just tweeted, Satoshi saved Trump. Bitcoin is God. If Trump hadn't found Bitcoin when he did, the outcome would have been different. And it shows you the trajectory of the bullets. You know what I mean? This is crazy. I'm actually going to repost that right now. It's so true. Because if Trump didn't move at the nick of time, it would have went right through the brain instead of just nicking the ear. So wasn't his time to leave us, clearly. But anyways, family, we appreciate all the retweets. Thank you, Hillbilly Will. I appreciate that as well, family. But yeah, so let me know what's popping. While they thought they could maybe own millions of coins, Greg, so he took a Bitcoin fork, created Bitcoin Cash and Satoshi Vision. All hats, Bitcoin Cash. Really? It's an oxymoron, like a jumbo shrimp with military intelligence. Hey, hit those likes. Thank you, Joseph. It helps out a lot. I appreciate every like I can get. Thank you, family. Appreciate it. Thank you, K-Jam. Appreciate the reposts. Thank you, Dirty, for the reposts. And appreciate all the support. But yeah, let's just continue in. We're going to be discussing Trump and the VP, and then we'll dive into our feature story of the day. We'll also be sharing a $1 million price prediction from Samson Mao and all this fun stuff. And then we'll dive into some live Q&A. And we're just getting started, so please repost this, family. Thank you. So yeah, here's the latest. This is big news announced just the other day. Donald Trump picks crypto-friendly JD Vance as his running mate. That's right. Prospective Republican Party presidential candidate Donald Trump, the Teflon Don, the untouchable, has been chosen. Senator chose JD Vance to be his running mate in 2024. Question for the fam here. How many of you have ever heard of the Ohio Senator, JD Vance? I don't really follow politics, so I'm not going to front. I've never heard of the man until yesterday, but nonetheless, now we're all going to be knowing about him. In a July 15th announcement on Truth Social, Trump said Ohio Senator would join his ticket as the vice presidential Republican candidate. Vance is rated as a strong supporter of cryptocurrencies by Coinbase's Stand With Crypto initiative, based on positive social media posts and voting in favor of pro-crypto pieces of legislation. Precisely what we need. Let's go. In a 2022 financial disclosure report for the U.S. Senate, Vance reported holding between $100,000 and $250,000 in Bitcoin through crypto exchange Coinbase. He also voted in favor of a joint resolution to overturn a Securities and Exchange Commission rule on banks reporting crypto as a liability on their balance sheet. Legislation Sleepy Joe vetoed. Good for Vance on that one. And so, yeah, this is why crypto is taken off. The regime will cut off your access to banking if you have the wrong politics. Preach. Vance, the author of the book, Hillbilly Elegy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that second word right, but he has been a politician for less than 2 years, won his first race in the Ohio Senate seat in 2022. Trump endorsed Vance back in 2022, midterm elections for the Senate, and Vance endorsed Trump as president in the 2024 Republican primaries. However, Vance previously said Trump was unfit to be U.S. president and that he never liked him, and anyone who voted for him was an idiot. That's wild. Now, the Ohio senator's addition to a possible Republican ticket, delegates at the convention are expected to nominate Trump, came amid crypto and blockchain as wedge campaign issues. In 2024, Trump announced ahead of the convention that his campaign would accept crypto contributions. He also may have helped direct the Republican Party to change its official platform to include statements defending Bitcoin miners as opposing central bank digital currencies. So another one, anti-CBDC, which is good. U.S. President Biden, expected to be the Democratic nominee, reportedly been investigating accepting campaign contributions in crypto. But I'll never forget the tweet he made in 2020, because I saw it earlier today, and I reposted it, and I put Biden equals clown, hashtag FJB, with a pump fist, because he said he don't own Bitcoin, and he will never, ever accept, use Bitcoin or accept Bitcoin payments or donations. And so good. We don't want Biden accepting Bitcoin donations. If you're a Bitcoiner and you want to donate to someone who actually appreciates it, not someone who is an enemy of Bitcoin, if you feel what I'm saying. So anyways, family, that's the new running mate for Trump. Let me know if you support him. In our next story, we're going to be discussing something very, very interesting. But let me get back to the comments here for a bit. Shout out Johnny Bravo. He says it's elegy. Good to note. JD Vance is also under 40 years old. Let's go. We need some young blood. JD, that's pretty good. This is definitely the crypto ticket. I know, it's here. Look at the Nippinator. I think that might be another buy signal. He's just showing off. Look at that. The Nippinator indicator, live and in the flesh. Last time we got the indicator, we pumped like $6,000. They finally, somebody that doesn't need depends. About time. FJB, F no hair gare. Amen. They're enemies of Bitcoin. They're enemies of humanity. If you're an enemy of Bitcoin, you're an enemy of humanity. If you're an enemy of Bitcoin, you're an enemy of God. Do you understand? Me winning the Powerball, spending it all on Bitcoin, not priced in. Cheers, I farted. Far Art Channel. Yo, uncle, yo. I want to send you some high-grade small farm green tea from Japan, says Moonstone. I'm pretty sure, the matcha, eh? I'm pretty sure you've never had it before unless you've ordered from a specialized Japanese tea producer. I'm in. It sounds good. Thank you, Moonstone. Greatly appreciate that. Johnny Bravo, Sleepy, Nippinator Indicator. Where's it going? What up, T. Wildman? What's a poppin'? If you're an enemy of Bitcoin, you're an enemy of the Dragon Army. Preach. And if you mess with the bulls, you get the horn. You mess with the dragon, you get the flame. You feel me? JD Vance is a Marine, enlisted, has come a long way since then. Cheers to that BS. Shout out Greg. What's poppin'? What's crack-a-laggin'? When a U.S. president who is a pro-crypto and pro-Bitcoin gets in, we are in for the party. Amen. Models will be defunct. You're right. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. Yo, before we get into our feature story of the day and then tackle some live Q&A, let me check the X again. And again, if anyone reposts the live stream, I greatly appreciate it, and I'll repost whatever you share. Thank you, John. He wrote, the root problem with conventional currency is all the trust that's required to make it work. The central bank must be treated not to debase the currency. But the history of the fiat currencies is full of breaches of that trust, quoting the great Satoshi Nakamoto. Thank you, John. I just followed you back, brother, and I just reposted your quote. Brilliant quote, by the way. Thank you for sharing a Satoshi quote. I dig it. Satoshi saved Trump. Amen. Satoshi saved Trump. Follow JV for 4 years every day. Any Bitcoiner needs to follow him. Greatly appreciate that, DLC. Appreciate those kind words and just reposted that. Respect. Let's keep growing then, eh? Let's go. So yeah, Bitcoin saved Trump's life. The beards are coming. What beards? Do you like JV's beard? I trimmed it down today. It was like when it gets long, it gets black, and now there's grays. When I trim it, it's like totally different color. It's like a lighter color. You can't. The grays aren't as noticeable. They play peekaboo. They come out the longer the hairs grow. But let me know what you think of the beard. P. Diddy is still running. No Diddy. He's on the run. 65 is being stubborn, eh? Pretty much, Daddy-O. Pretty much. Welcome, everyone on the stream. There is a live poll right now as well. Please do let me know when you feel we'll hit the new all-time high. 73.8 is the current all-time high. Do you think it'll be July, August, September, October, November, December 2025? And we'll read those polls out as NIP continues with the Nipinator indicator. I think this is the buy signal we've been waiting on. But note, no financial advice given during this stream or on this channel. Everything shared here is for entertainment purposes only, as this is an opinion-based show. And if you don't know, now you know. You feel me? What's poppin', Bitcoin Trini? Let me finish this drink, get the rest of this ginger love. Because when I drink the ginger, I get a perm in my chest. My hair starts sprouting, if you feel what I'm saying. That's some good ish. I always feel like a dragon when I do that with ginger because it got the ginger burn. I'm not exaggerating. That's why I love the drink. It has a fire. It lights a fire in the belly, right? Let's hope 70K by tomorrow. Shout out Trini. I appreciate you, brother. You'll be a silver fox in 10 years. I know, I'm going to be a silver fox. It's inevitable. But anyways, family, pump the likes to pump the stream. We're about to dive into our featured story of the day. So let's dive right in, shall we? Now for our feature story of the day. Resurfaced clip shows Trump's VP pick slamming Gensler's approach to crypto. Wait till I show you this. We'll also be discussing Samson Mao's $1 million price reiteration, which he just recently shared. So yeah, I'm going to break this down for you, as you can see in the headline. And I'm just going to get right into the tweet, right? Just word for word here. So here we have it. Senator JD Vance confronted SEC Chairman Gary Gensler today, sounding the alarm over weaponized investigations against political opponents, notably those associated with President Trump. And shout out to KJAM for sharing the resource with me on X, which, got this on my attention and I wanted to share it. So yeah, in a pointed exchange, here's what Vance underscored, and much respect to Vance here. You were Clinton's finance director in 2016. And again, all this is directed towards the current chairman of the SEC, No Claire Gare, AKA Gary Gensler. You hired anti-Trump enforcement director Grewal in July of 2021. You brought in Miss Barbero, who was the litigator on 2 House impeachment trials against Donald Trump. Another enforcement counsel was married to Peter Strzok. In November of 2021, Senator Warren urged you to investigate the SPAC merger involving Donald Trump's Truth Social campaign or company. And in December of 2021, you launched an investigation using a novel legal theory against the former president's social media company. Vance expresses concern, stating, the problem is investigating a SPAC merger using a novel legacy theory against your boss, Joe Biden's chief political rival. He further emphasized the potential misuse of power, suggesting the SEC might be using its enforcement powers to silence the chief political rival of the current president. Preach. In closing with a stark warning, Vance remarked, it looks more and more like not an impartial regulatory body, but a regulatory body that is using its power to silence and immiserate political rivals of the current president of the United States, in a nation that values impartiality and justice. It is deeply concerning when regulatory bodies appear to stack the deck with individuals holding clear vendettas, such as this bald gentleman, Mr. Gensler. The deep state's tactics are not just evolving, they're becoming blatantly obvious. So kudos to him for sticking it to the current chairman of the SEC, in which we all despise. If you'd like to see Gary Gensler get fired, put hashtag GG or FGG, fire Gary Gensler, in the live chat. And also, if you want to do that for the repost, that's be fantastic as well. Repost this and put hashtag FGG, and I'll repost that here for you shortly. Now, check this out. Max shared this yesterday. My understanding is that Trump, when he wins, is announcing a plan to do a Saylor for the US Treasury at the Bitcoin conference. Now, y'all know Michael Saylor, publicly traded company, MicroStrategy, the first one to put the biddy on the balance sheet. Could this be a strategic move? You know Trump is speaking at the Nashville event in approximately 2 weeks. You know he'll be there. He'll be speaking about Bitcoin. You already know, 10 days before the assassination attempt, Trump came out ultimately endorsing Bitcoin, and they try to take his life. Also at this conference, you're going to have RFK Jr. You're going to have a lot of very powerful people speaking, including Kathy Wood, including Mr. Miller, a billionaire. You're going to have Michael Saylor there. So it's going to be pretty lit. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the high priest that this is Trump's strategy and plan. They want to be ultimately doing the Saylor and putting the Bitcoin in the US Treasury or on the balance sheet of the United States of America as the global hash war intensifies. Now check this out. This also just in. Senator Mike Crapo, Senator JD Vance writes a letter to Gary Gensler regarding MMTLP, ultimately calling him out. So again, much respect for him for doing something against Gensler. Now, Samson Mao just recently tweeted and got almost 42,000 views. Bitcoin is going to $1 million. I am not uncertain. I am also not uncertain that Bitcoin is going to $1 million. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Samson Mao. And as I shared earlier regarding the Mt. Gox rumors that there's going to be a massive sell-off, something to keep in mind, only 20% of the distributed Mt. Gox Bitcoin will hit the market. About 80% will just move to cold storage or be borrowed against, because again, that's the smart money. Everyone who was having Bitcoin back at the Mt. Gox era when it became a defunct exchange in 2014, these are the early adopters. So these aren't just some, Joe schmoes out there. And I agree. I think 80% will hodl and do the right thing. But of course, a certain percentage is probably going to sell. There's always a percentage of sellers. However, keep in mind, 100% of the distributed Bitcoin Cash will hit the market. And because the Bitcoin Cash market cap is very insignificant in comparison to Bitcoin, do note it's going to get wrecked and it's going to be very dark for Bitcoin Cash holders. So do keep that in mind. But back to our story here regarding Vance. James David Vance is the full name. JD Vance, the new running mate of Donald Trump, once called SEC Chair Gensler the worst person to be regulating the crypto industry in a recently resurfaced video. And again, respect to him. The clip, which has been circulating on social media, shows Vance speaking at Remedy Fest, a private conference hosted by Y Combinator and Bloomberg, and that was back on February, or at the end of February 28th. If there is a candidate for the worst person in my view, at least in terms of my substantial disagreement, it is Gary Gensler. Let me know if you agree with that. I agree 100% because obviously they're using him to weaponize crypto, and I don't trust Miss Yellen. I don't trust Gary Gensler, Senator Warren, or Sleepy Joe Poop Your Pants. You know what I mean? All of them need to go. Kiyosaki refers to these folk as the Three Stooges, in this case, the Four Stooges. But anyways, he wants to inject politics way too much into the actual business of securities in the U.S., precisely what No Claire Gare does. The approach that Gary has taken to regulating blockchain and crypto is the exact opposite of what it should be. Preach. Now, I'm starting to like this guy a lot more every minute now. Vance has stood in solidarity with the crypto industry several times throughout his political career. On May 16th, Vance was among 60 senators who voted to reverse the SEC controversial SAB 121 accounting guidelines, a set of policies suggesting that prevent U.S. banks from custody of crypto assets. Then earlier in this year, February 7th, Vance led a handful of other Republican senators in penning a letter to Mr. Gensler raising concerns over the enforcement action against crypto mining firm Debtbox, where the judge found the SEC lawyers use false statements to justify freezing assets linked to the company. That's criminal. SEC and Gary, you're responsible here, bro. Now, quoting him here, it is unconscionable that any federal agency which has often pursued its regulatory mission through enforcement actions rather than rulemaking could operate in such an unethical and unprofessional manner, wrote Vance. in the letter. And again, this is another letter directed towards the Honorable Gary Gensler. I think it's dishonorable referring to him as honorable, considering he's crooked, implicit. And let's not forget, he was the cop on the beat when it came to the FTX debacle. How many times did he meet behind closed doors with SBF? On record, at least 3 times. So that means probably 30, 40, 50, 60. But I digress. In February of 2022, Vance launched crypto as a solution to the government overreach when Canada's finance minister froze the bank accounts of the convoy of truckers protesting the COVID-19 lockdowns. This is why crypto has taken off. The regime will cut off your access to banking if you have the wrong politics. Preach! So much respect to JD Vance. Let me know your thoughts on him as a running mate to Trump. Now, before serving as the Republican senator in the state of Ohio, 39-year-old Vance served in the U.S. Marines, studied law at Yale, and later went on to work as a venture capitalist under PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. And in a 2022 financial disclosure report for the U.S. Senate, Vance reported holding between $100,000 and $250,000 worth of the biddy. That's right, yo. And I want to read you this one more thing from Vance. This is a letter he wrote to Gary Gensler regarding MMTLP. Dear Chairman Gensler, we write today requesting that the U.S. SEC examine events surrounding the trading halt of MetaMaterial Series A preferred shares and provide appropriate info to Senate offices engaged in the matter, as noted by our White House counterparts in a letter dated July 28, 2023. MMTLP shares began trading on the over-the-counter market in 2021. In 2022, the SEC approved the Form S-1 and amendments to spin off a portion of the company, Meta Materials, into the new company, NextBridge Hydrocarbons. On December 9, 2022, FINRA issued a trading halt on the company's stock, preventing shareholders from making further trades, and FINRA's FAQs regarding the MMTLP corporate action and trading halt. It is noted that the NextBridge shares would be distributed to MMTLP shareholders with settled positions as of December 12, 2022, and FINRA halted trading on December 9th because security transactions typically must settle within 2 business days in accordance with SEC rules. Since December's events, investors across the country have struggled to gain clarity, Mr. No Claire Gare, regarding both the spinoff transactions and the halt on the trading. Therefore, we echo our House counterparts and request the SEC review these market events and any corporate filings made within the commission. It is equally important to our constituents that the SEC further scrutinize these matters to determine any wrongdoing occurred. We hope for a timely response to this matter and ask that the SEC provide detailed information and analysis. So there you have it, yo. What are your thoughts? Pro-crypto president, pro-crypto running mate. We got Vance. We got Trump. Will this send Bitcoin to $1 million, as Samson Mao's predicting? Let me know your thoughts. Personally, I think it's inevitable. Personally, I think if Trump gets reelected, there's a strong possibility we hit $1 million. And we could potentially do it during his term, because keeping in mind that halving is in 2028. He gets reelected, hypothetically speaking, end of this year. He's going to be our president, our POTUS for the next 4 years, and we finally got a pro-crypto president. This is a big deal. You know what I mean? Look at Sleepy Joe. He despises Bitcoin. He despises crypto. That's why he uses regulators like Senator Warren and Gary Gensler and all these hucksters and fraudsters and flim-flam artists, and corruption occurs. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Enforcement by corruption. That's what we have right now. So what are your thoughts? Let me know, family. And I'm going to be reading all your comments out loud. Welcome to the Q&A segment of the live show. I'm going to be checking X. Again, if anyone can repost this with a quote, I'll repost your repost. I appreciate that, family. Let's see if we can get a couple of thousand people on the stream. We're close to 900 already, just between X and the Tube. Shout out to the Rumble fam as well. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, pump it up. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate the comment. Comments will get reposted as well. If you don't want to repost, you want to comment, that's cool. I'm now following you, Frank. Again, if you repost my content, I'll follow you as well on X. So if you can use a follower, I got your back. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Bomb diggity. So yeah, welcome to the Q&A segment of the live show. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to be reading as many comments out loud as I can. Greg says, fast in the past 10 years, Bitcoin has been in the top 5 highest performing assets. Numero uno, 6 of 10. Do your own math. Grant It has good shot of making a milli. Vance was right about GG, Gary, who seemed to really like Sam Bankman fried chicken. He sure did. 1 million 2029. Send it fake fur. Reverse born. Do you worry about Elon trying to sway them towards Ethereum? I'm not worried. Sway who towards Ethereum? Are you talking about Trump? Not concerned. I'll keep quiet on that topic. When I get this application for the SS to protect the crypto and serve, Elon donating 45 million each month to Trump's campaign. How do you repost comments? Well, basically, if you're new to X, all you need to do, first and foremost, go to my X profile. And once you see me, you'll see a stream. And when you see the stream, hit the heart and then hit the 2 arrows. It's called the repost. You hit that and it's going to say repost or quote. Hit the quote button and give me an original quote like, tune in, or we're live, or this is the best show. And then I'll repost it. You know what I mean? That's how it works. If you don't leave a quote, I can't repost because it don't work that way. So you have to put some type of quote, even if it's 2 words. I don't care. Whatever it is. I appreciate it, family. 100K coming soon. Thank you, Devon. So just as Devon made a comment, 100K coming soon, I'm going to repost that because the 100K is coming soon. 100K, another 100K, another 100K. That's 300K on the way, motherfucking on the way. You feel me? You know how we get down. So yeah, live pump watch this evening after the premiere. We're going to do the premiere at 10 p.m. as we always do. Then after the premiere, probably around 11 p.m., ballpark, we'll do our pump watch. That's at least the plan at the moment. 100K by September. I said it. 100K. 6 figs all day. 100%. 100K.
Having for you. Less mining rewards.
More scarcity. Nippy. The Nippinator indicator. Nipsey. Giving us our next signal. Look at that face. Look at that face. Much love, Jap. Thanks for the repost instructions, JV. I find it confusing also. You're very welcome, Diana. So yeah, it's very simple. You just hit the 2 arrows, repost, hit quote. That way you can leave an original quote, and then I can just repost it, and it's just going to get more traction on the stream. So we'll have thousands of people on. We appreciate it. We're going to be doing Q&A for the next hour. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let's end the poll, though, on the tube. We've had the poll up for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and end the poll, and let's see what you guys voted as far as when Bitcoin will re-enter price discovery, entering a new all-time high. So here's the results. Here we go. You'll see it on the screen. Here we go. So 55% of you say between July and August, right on, meaning within the next couple of weeks, or potentially in August, anytime in July or August. 27% of you said September to October. 10% of you said November to December, and only 6% of you said in 2025. So the majority of you are bullish, believing Bitcoin will re-enter price discovery, hit a new all-time high sometime between now and or sometime during August. That's what's up. We appreciate everyone participating in the poll. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end the YouTube stream, and we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod, exclusive on X and Rumble. So if you're on X or Rumble, you're golden. But if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home. But you got to get the heck out of here. I encourage you to visit us on the Rumble. It's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, it's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. YouTube stream should be finito, family. We're going to switch it out.